Hello folks, welcome on in. What's up Dibs, what's up Ryuichi? Hello, welcome on in. We're gonna do a little bit of any percent unrestricted today, and good lord, this is loud for me. Hold on a sec. Alright, I had to lower the volume on my end. You should not note any difference on stream, but this was too loud for my ears, I couldn't even think. Holy crap. Alright, I'm gonna have to make a new set of files here. So, folks in chat, I will probably repeat this a couple times throughout the stream. I have been invited to play at an event next Friday, Friday next week, 13th. I'm gonna be running any percent unrestricted. I will post more information about it probably during the week when they have more information available on the event. Which, I mean, I already have enough information to post about it, but they haven't made their own schedules public yet, so I won't post about it yet. But basically, I'll be running any percent unrestricted. So for today, I'm gonna just practice and do full no reset runs, so I can duress a little bit. It's not like I've got much duress to do. Most of the route is like the same as all bosses unrestricted, which I have already been running for a few weeks now. So it's just gonna come down to that little bit of the end game that's different from what I do in all bosses. Anyway. Let's go ahead and start. I need to set up two practice files, not practice files, two backup files. One for ME Warp and the other for RBX. So, oh yeah, I also need to make sure I have the right bindings. Let's do this. Alright. The timer is just a formality. I want to see, like, I want to time my runs and see if I'm going over estimate or not. Ideally, I'm not going to go over estimate, and if I do, then I would probably have used one of my backup saves just in case. Let's do it. I won't put much stock on the first run or two. I'm still warming up, so whatever. No, I trigger fingered. Nah. Damn, that was actually the last time in which I'm good with that, but I just trigger fingered. Yep. It's a thing, chat. It's a thing. Oh no. Okay. If I get this second try in a live run, I'll be pretty darn happy. But that could have been first try too. Oh, where's my melee? Yo, I would appreciate getting headlock in the live run too. Hasn't happened yet.
Uploading data.
Oh. Oh no. You know what, chat? It's actually kind of refreshing to be playing the game without having splits. Because, well, I don't have to worry about clicking the splits. That's should be obvious, but it feels nice. It kind of makes the run a little bit more smooth. To me. Oh, real. Damn. Ideally, I'd be having this kind of time in old bosses. I've lost a lot of time having to do the second try and messing around with the Emmy kill. my goodness. Oof, that was such a messy climb. Oh, hell no. What's up, Mr. Miguel? How's it going? Good luck, dude. Thank you. I'm gonna be featured at an event next week, Friday, and I'll be running 80% unrestricted. So this is no world record grind. It's just for the showcase. Don't worry. We're not grinding this for a world record or anything. Dude, are you kidding? Oh, come on. Please save this for an actual run, man. What? Please save me the first try for an actual run. What is this? Bruh. Unbelievable. I mean, what's up, Golden? Well, yo, we actually did Professor Stupid. First try, Professor. That was actually a pretty bad landing. Imagine I actually saved this. Watch as you also first. Ain't no way, dude. Ain't no way, dude. You know, I'm actually gonna take a stop by the map station. I'm gonna take a stop by the map station because I kind of need to save this for the backup file. We're gonna keep the timer running anyway. Well, I did not expect first try. Well, wish I was actually running all bosses unrestricted by now. Of course. Oh, we're not supposed to... oh, whatever. Wasn't supposed to trigger the cutscene, but whatever. It's okay. More than likely, I won't even need to use the backup save file, but, I mean... whatever. So, I'm gonna have this save here as a backup. If I don't get Emmy Warp in, like, I don't know, 6 or 7 tries or something stupid like that, I'll just pop up the backup save and go from there. I'm gonna do the same thing with RBX. If I don't get RBX within, like, I don't know... Wait, shoot, I want to save. Wait. I need to save. That's what I came here to do. If I don't get RBX in, let's say, I don't know, 5 or 6 attempts as well, maybe I can give Emmy Warp a bit more leeway, but they kind of take time from each other. If I take too many attempts at Emmy Warp, then I would probably have less attempts at RBX. And vice versa. It is gonna depend. Well, I haven't really made a post on it yet. It's a GDQ hotfix running next week on Friday. But they haven't announced their public schedules yet, so I think I'll leave my official announcement for when they do. I will probably announce this on YouTube, on a YouTube post, like sometime during the week. Yep, as the first time, yeah, they reached out to me. That's the first time anyone's reached out to me for GDQ stuff. So that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I couldn't get the morph in there. Have fun with the showcase. Thank you, Golden. I'm gonna have to give it my all because I'll be doing run plus commentating. I've done it before at Pixels for People. But, well, it's gonna be a larger audience this time. Alright, I must now unfortunately get ready for work. Like in the warm-up. Alright, Mr. Miguel, good luck at work. Have a good day. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you, man. Alright, 16-13 on Varisuit. With saving on the map station, this isn't even that bad a time. I don't know what kind of Varisuit time I had in my old record, but it's probably ahead of this base. Even on Switch 1, it was probably ahead of this. Really satisfying when I can nail that door shot plus skill apply. So what I do is I save the charge beam to hit the door. I have to angle it between the bottom of that ledge and the ply, and then I shoot a missile instantly at the ply. That's actually really hard to do without wide beam. I'm getting more used to it, but you don't even stop to think about this when you're running NMG or glitchless, in which you would have wide beam going through this area, but since we're doing Emmy warp, we don't have wide beam. So yeah. Oh, actually, I should have switched to the other save file, because I can't save over this one. Oh well. I'll do another run through, it's fine. Bruh. Nails would be good, perfect. Okay. That would have been a decent fight. Yeah, that was a good second phase. Phase 1 was a little iffy. I think I actually played the fight fairly well, but getting speeds on phase 1 is a little annoying. It's a lot more RNG than the nails. Honestly, I should come back to grind this game again. I wouldn't recommend unrestricted any percent, but NMG, old bosses, that kind of stuff is actually kind of nice right now. Or I mean, run whatever you want, right? I don't want to tell anyone not to run something, but as someone who's spent a great deal of time running unrestricted stuff, the fact that you have to reset once your run gets to a certain point, the fact that you have to reset to not getting first try Emmy Warp or first try RBX really is annoying. Yeah, that's the same prospect. Those are good categories. Much more consistent than this. Oh, she didn't morph. I think there's like a little cooldown when you morph and unmorph. A little cooldown going on. Feels like the game sometimes doesn't let you morph again immediately. Wow, I wish I could. Oh my god, I wish I could do the pseudo this smoothly in an actual run, man. This was better than any of my old bosses unrestricted runs recently. This pseudo here, if I did this in a run, it would be a gold split. Man, why is it only in the warm up run or the no resets? They're not even properly timed. Unlucky. Not a water attempt. Nah, forget about it. Forget about it. What's up, Mesh? Welcome on in. Ain't no way, dude. I mean, besides, I'm probably behind my Switch one time anyway. And now I'm on Switch 2, so... Probably. Well, let's do this anyway. All right. I do like that now that I can do raking a little better than before. The red warrior fight in Hanubia should be a little bit easier. Or, you know, the boss should die a little faster, is what I mean. So if I ever decide to return to this category seriously, then I will probably save time at the PB split. No. Did I maybe have a gravity ball? It seems like I should not have missed that. I think I may have had gravity ball. Make sure it disappears. Oh. Wow, good flash shift backdoor too. Oh. Hello? Damn. Those were some bad pseudos. Just joined a minute ago. Notice you did the item skip that tricks of pain. I didn't do the typical item skip, no. I don't think it's a pain. I mean, I've never practiced it to a point where I was super consistent with it first try. I usually get it anywhere from first to fourth try, but this category doesn't really do it. we do the Emmy bump, so and we take a detour to another part of Cattery, so we don't actually do it. Yeah, what's up, General Boss? Yeah, I mean, I did Emmy bump, so I, of course, end up skipping Adam, but it's not the typical Cattery's Adam skip. That one I don't... I mean, I could do if I wanted to take a slightly different route to Emmy Warp, but I take the other route through Red Teleportal elevator area. Man, my charged missiles are bad. I need to practice that. We're in place, ready to meet the yellow Emmy. Alright. And that's speed booster. Alright. We're doing 80% unrestricted jungle. Just for today. It will try to skip, right? Yeah. Yeah, Dread is fun. Unrestricted 80% isn't really fun, but since I'm doing a no reset, well, at least I won't have to bother with resetting. That's like the worst part of doing this. How many times you gotta reset until you have a run going, and then have it just choke at RBX while feeling your powerlessness. I meant to Shine Spark, but not losing speed, I'd say it's good. What's up, Dio? All right. I don't know what kind of times I had in my PB, but I think Screw Attack was close to sub 30. If I'm not mistaken. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't even remember. I'll just have to go check the splits after this. Yo, we've got boost power. Alright, nice grapple. Very smooth entrance in Artaria. Low-key, this segment is pretty fun. You're just moving the whole way. This is gonna be the hardest part to explain at the event. Like, folks, I'm gonna do like 30 tricks within like 20 seconds. How am I gonna explain this to the people? This will be fun. This cheating guy. Oh, this. I messed up the single wall jump. And we are facing the screen, ensuring that Bomo HQ is still active. A very important thing to do here. Is there any more info on the event? So the event is going to be next Friday. It will be, so I will be playing around 2 a.m. my time, I think. I'll make a proper post about it. So it's going to be like 13th/14th of Feb, depending on your time zone. But it's just that they haven't publicly announced their schedules yet. So I want to account for any changes. So I haven't posted anything about it on my YouTube posts page. So I want to see if they are going to maintain the schedules that they had planned, or if anything's going to change. So to account for that, I haven't posted anything yet. I expect I should have some info on that sometime during the week. I mean, if they don't post it soon, I'll post it too. I think it will be 2 a.m. Saturday. So like, yeah, late Friday for the American folks. Very early Saturday for us Europeans. I mean, very early or late depends on your on your lens. Oh, that... Oh, that took a long time. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but... It's actually for the best. There's a good chance the dogs in my neighborhood won't bark so much at that time. No! What?! She dashed me away! What?! She just dashed me off the wall. What? I got scammed. Real scammed. So, is there a chance for a PB? Because I don't think there is. Like, it's going to be another 2 minutes for PB, or 1.5. Another minute and something for RBX. And then another 1.5 for escape. Nah. If I got RBX first try. I think the chance for a PB is like minimal. Absolute minimal. Man, doing wall clips on the Procon 2 is weird because the rims of the control sticks are a lot smoother than they were on Switch 1. On Procon 1, rather. It makes it harder to keep the control stick where I want it to be. Oh, I had it. Damn. Nice. I'm gonna have to do another run through to get the second backup save. I forgot to switch over to the other file, so I can't save over this one. This is already the Emmy Warp backup file. And also I did collect an additional missile tank. So I would want the third save file to have the minimum amount of expected items that I'll collect throughout the run. I think there's a very good chance I'll have to use the third one. I might get away with not having to use the Emmy Warp backup. But RBX, I think might happen. Because Switch 2. Nah, of course not. Of course not. Second try, wow. Wouldn't even be mad at second try. That if this happened, guys, if this run happened in a live run, I would be so happy. Look at that. Wow. This is like peak luck right here. Oh no. Well, never mind. I should not jinx myself. Wow, first try on the left clip. That's also real nice. Told you it's cheating. Looks like I got the wrong skew. Wrong skew. $40.21, not bad. Actually, not that bad. Well, to be fair, it is kind of a bad run. Like, I got first try Emmy Warp and I got second try RBX. But I'm still losing time in a lot of other places. If I am getting a 40-minute run off of that, this should really be something like, I don't know, on Switch 1, this kind of RNG should be a 39-ish run. On Switch 2, it shouldn't be a 40-20. But, I mean, it is something of a D-Rust, so I will hopefully fare a little better with a few runs on under my belt, a few warm-up runs. But anyway, oh, actually, I did lose time That's true. I lost time because I saved after doing the Emmy warp because this was the backup file. So I went out of my way to save and back. So that cost a bunch of time that, you know, was not intended for the run. But I had to do it because, yeah, I mean, might as well just make those backup files while I'm doing this. Anyway, a 40-21 would, in any case, be a good run. Very safe under the estimate, but I had good RNG this run. Exceptionally good RNG. Second try RBX, though. That is exceptionally good RNG, in my opinion. Okay, I need to copy this one to slot 3. And we'll go again. I have to... Or actually, I mean, I could just start over and... Actually, you know what, chat? I'm gonna start over and... Do I start over? I kind of do want to do a run again, so... It wouldn't make sense to just start from the map. I can... Honestly, I can just do the run from the start and leave it at that. We'll just start over. Alright, give me a minute. I'll be right back, chat, and we'll continue the runs. Alright folks, I'm back. Sorry for the delay. I really was just gonna be back for away for just a minute, but I was needed elsewhere for a bit, so here we are. Alright, I'm gonna do the run from the beginning and then I'll save saving the escape to get that second backup file ready to go. Let's do this. Yo! Yo, Annie with the raid! Thank you so much for the raid, Annie, and everybody from Annie's stream. Our games, Annie, hope you're doing good. Get some sleep. Welcome on in. Oh, I still got skew. Should have lost it by now. Welcome in, folks. You were probably watching some Pokemon Unite. I only play Pokemon Unite every now and then. I mostly do Dread speedruns. Which I am prepping for an event next week, where I'll be showcasing this run. Does this skill make the run invalid for the leaderboard? No, I mean, I think that if you intentionally lose it and don't gain any benefits from it, it should be fine. I just lost it immediately as I climbed up the first room, so it would be okay probably. I mean, more than likely, I'm gonna choke the run like 10 times at MU Warp and RBX, but eh. Also, first try MU Bump. I would be very happy with that. You never know. You never know. I just had a run with first try Warp and second try RBX. And that's about as close as I would probably get to a PB, honestly. But I mean, it was the first run. I wasn't even prepared for... I wasn't even prepared to just go for a big time, right? Unlucky. Alright, we're moving. We are moving. I am very silent here. I should probably prepare myself for the commentary, because I'll be doing commentary of the run as I'm going. Oh no. No, I'm missing all the... Oh my god. I just missed a rare opportunity for a headlock. Well, I've been running this for like a few weeks now since I got back to running all bosses unrestricted. I still haven't gotten back to a point where I can fire those missiles at a consistent fast rate. I just am not at that point yet for some reason. So for those of you who don't know what is happening on screen, I'm running the any percent unrestricted category of Metroid Dread speedruns. In this category, we are allowed to use some crazy glitches, the major glitches, but you won't see much of that for the first half of the run. As it is, we usually need to have certain abilities to be able to make use of major glitches, which means that in the early game, we can only use, very few glitches. This run is pretty fast compared to other categories, like 40 minutes-ish. Faster than that if I get lucky, slower if I don't. I'm gonna have to back this up. I'm not getting enough damage to do this. Oh man, we got rain today. We got a lot of rain today. Portugal's under a pretty big storm for the next few days. So it is gonna be a rough few days. So White Emmy is done. We have finished Urtari 1. Try to do that nice quick climb. That's really nice. It's really hard to get that climb, destroy the 2 blocks, and still get the quick climb on the magnet. That is really hard to do. I specifically struggle with single mashing. Even if it's just 2 mashes, single mashing while I'm climbing and timing the quick climb is not easy. A lot of the times I either don't break the tiles or don't get the quick climb. It's hard to do both. Got a wall jump, unfortunately. 739 on the elevator. I think that's not even bad. 747 on A press. That's good. So this is roughly 1 minute slow, 1 minute faster than what I would do in all bosses unrestricted, because we don't have to defeat that tutorial Emmy. It doesn't count here. It doesn't matter for this category. So that's actually 1 minute faster. No. Dude, stop grabbing all the ledges, dude. Yo, being here in under 10 minutes is kind of crazy. I don't think that was... I'm not even sure if that was possible on Switch 1. Probably is. I think you only get something like 20-ish seconds or 30-ish, something like that. Up to this point. Oh, no, that was not gonna work. Why it's too low. I would have hit the slope. Alright, Emmy warp time. Tap that door. We're gonna go here for the Emmy warp. We're gonna transition that door at the same time we touch the Emmy. And because I did that little tap on the door, the Emmy's gonna respawn to one of 3 places. That's why this trick is RNG. It's a 33% chance to get what I want. Nope. One of the other 2 spawns, so this isn't gonna work. Right, not first try. I fully expect this to be the case in the live run, and no way I'm gonna get first try. Or very unlikely that I'll get it first try. This time the aim is alerted. I take 3 steps instead of 4, but I'm gonna do the same thing. As soon as the cone touches Samus, I'll go forward. And this is less lenient, so I'll have to use a pause buffer for this. There we go. And that's actually the spawn we want. Second try is also not bad. What is it with today giving me first and second tries so easily? Last time I streamed my old boss's unrestricted grind, I sat for 3 hours and I didn't get a single good run going. That's why any percent unrestricted is disgusting. No! Oh my god, she didn't spin. Help. Well, I'm probably not gonna try to do Professor Stupid in the live run because the chance that it's gonna fail is too high. We're not gonna do that. It'd be really cool if I actually managed to nail that in the live run, the live showcase, but honestly, nah. More than likely I'm gonna fail. The problem is that I just didn't get that spin jump over the Emmy. I kinda just threw the run. Anyway, folks, Emmy Warp is done. This is actually one of the biggest hurdles of this run. It got done with one of the big RNG points. There will be another one late game, but for now, this is good. Fun fact, chat. I had practiced a little bit of any percent before. When they told me that I was going to be running any percent unrestricted, I immediately just booted up the console and played a little bit. As I said last time, I practiced all bosses unrestricted. I think it was a week ago or so. Or maybe more, I don't even know. I think I had like 8 attempts at Emmy Warp, not a single first try. For 3 hours, not a single first try. And a lot of that time, I didn't even make it past Artaria. And so I went to practice a little bit of unrestricted, and I got another 4 tries that didn't work. So I technically went 12 tries in a row without getting it. Unbelievable. You might be hearing some background noise. That's the rain hitting the window. It's raining pretty hard. No, 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 no. Alright, this climb is also very weird without White Beam. Normally, if you didn't use the Emmy Warp, you would need to have White Beam to get Morph Ball. Of course, we didn't get White Beam yet. So we have to do this section without White, which is really awkward. It's really awkward. It's hard to hit those breakable blocks with just one little shot. Oh. Actually, the hard part is doing both good movement and breaking the blocks as we go. That's the hard part. We're actually 1 minute ahead of the previous run with the second try Emmy Warp. I didn't think we could do that. Because the previous run was a first try Emmy Warp. I did get a worse Artaria too. So, yeah, that makes sense. And I didn't have to save the game either, so... That was an interesting quick climb. I wonder if that's actually faster than the dash melee. I remember someone posting about that dash melee in the speedrun Discord years ago, but it's been years now and I don't remember the exact comparisons that they made. Oh, that was a good fight. So 18-15, we already have diffusion, we already beat grade. I said I was gonna go check my splits for my PB, and I forgot to do that. It'd be nice to have an idea of how this base compares to my PB. It's been a long time since I've done that run. I don't remember that. That's why I should have checked, but oh well. I'll say that I'll check after this run, and I'll forget it again. That's how it goes. Alright, we are restoring Wi-Fi to Dairon. This is a great moment of this run. Always a great moment. If I can do the next part quick and get to the door, I can move without actually being slowed down by the closing door. Got him. That is actually not very easy to do. Like, I'm basically opening the door as it's about to close. It doesn't always work. But that pacing I do in the room, I actually have to take a little step back to get just the right distance for that slide morph jump. But it's really satisfying to see Samus just go through uninterrupted. Doesn't even touch the door. Oh, did I think I moved a little bit. Oops. You may be wondering or not if that clipping shots is a major glitch. It actually is deemed a minor glitch. What is a minor, what is a major glitch? Traditionally, it has been up to votes from the community, from the speedrun community. So some tricks are major, some are minor. Typically, the major ones are like, you know, massive clipping or warping. Things that seriously break the sequence in this game. Whereas minors are usually, well, not as major. But there's no rocket science behind it. It is typically just down to a community vote, so that really is what it comes down to. As much as you want to come up with logic, well, this is major and this is minor because this, that, I mean, it came down to a vote, so it's really whatever. Ella Melon, hello, welcome on in. Give me a sec, just to finish this area. We're almost at the next elevator. Alright, watching this game again is always fun. I miss running it, but only a little. Well, that depends on the categories. I mean, I guess if you ran anything unrestricted, only a little fits. As for other categories, I was running any % NMG. Okay, it's not so bad. I guess any run can get kind of nasty once you get to a point where it's hard to get PBs, to a point where you'd have to put a lot of time into it to get PBs, more like. So I understand that. NMG has had some changes. You have the screw attack short boost, you have the storm skip. I think we haven't even seen the final form of NMG yet. Oh. Hey, we broke the 2 enemies so I can go through unimpeded. I forced myself to learn all the hard Atari strats. Yeah, that means a lot of resetting in Atari. Even if you learn the hard strats and get good at them, you won't always be able to go through with a nice, clean, perfect Atari. That's the dilemma for this game, I guess. Well, I hadn't run this game in a while. Until a few weeks I decided to give it another shot. I still want to grind that sub-hour for all bosses and restricted, but since we got the showcase next week at GDQ Hotfix, which is for any % unrestricted, not all bosses, we're taking a little detour from the usual stream and doing this instead, any % unrestricted. I do intend to get back to that sub-hour grind. I do plan on doing a bit of any % NMG as well. I haven't really grinded it much since I found Storm Skip. I haven't felt like grinding Dread much anyway. I mean, I love this game, but I am still fairly burned out on this. It's just, I don't have other games that I really want to play right now, so... Wait, why are you not clipping shot? What the heck? There we go. And that took too long. I almost fell off the ledge. Good old Esther. Yeah. terrible, terrible part of the game. I find it even worse in unrestricted context because, yeah, you do have to reset a lot to get a good Emmy Warp. If you really want to get a first try Emmy Warp, then 1/3 of your runs are actually runnable and the others are resets. And then you also have Emmy Bump, which might give you some extra bumps on the road. It might not actually be every 1 in 3 runs. It'll be 1 in 4 or 5 or something, depending on how consistent you are with Emmy Bump. And then you also have RBX at the end of the run, which, you know, skill issues aside, all of these things combined, the chance that you can get a run from start to finish with good RNG is probably like 1 in 10, 15, something like that. It's disgusting. And I need to practice my quick charges. Problem with my quick charges is that I shouldn't be talking while I'm raking because that's just gonna sound weird for you guys on stream. For you guys watching. Oh. I need to get the chain. I'll replay Dread right now while watching the show. Let's go, Ella. Let's go. Who's gonna finish first? Well, actually, no. I'm cheating because I'm already halfway through the run. I do want to try running a little bit of any percent NMG once I'm done with all bosses. You're also cheating because you know the run. Okay, fine. Okay. Alright, known cheater Arkandy. Banned from everywhere. Alright, this is still a pretty good pace. I'd be pretty happy with this for the live showcase. There is a chance I can get a sub 30 screw attack, which I think is a pretty darn good time for screw attack in this run. It's gonna be another 30-ish seconds for grapple, so if I don't mess up the next split, it could happen. I really need to go check my old splits in PB times. See how it compares. I'm just scared of RBX. Alright, with the last of the Triforce Theses, which I probably should have mentioned before, we can now do the biggest major glitch in existence. Oh no, I messed up, so no more sub 30, I think. Damn. The Bomohe skew state. We got it. It's done. Setup is done. And now Samus has unlocked the power to face the screen. Oh, lo and behold. Face the screen and slip through cracks in the walls. Let's do it. Bam. No! Oh no, I had it. Oh no. No! Oh, that's still stored? What? Huh? That's still stored? What? Wow, I just messed up good. I think I just fat fingered some buttons and still managed to get a store. I won't question that. I won't question that. And that was still a sub 30 screw attack with all the mistakes. I'll take it. Oh, I messed up. What's up, Art? Welcome on in. It was a 3D game all along. Yup. This was actually Metroid 64. Alright, perfect. This is actually pretty good pace. How do you insta-spark? So you have to press down to store while you're speed boosting. You have to, well, there are two ways you can do it. While you're speed boosting, you press down to shine spark and you immediately press a direction to go into while holding B. Right, like as you store, you press the direction in B and you go instantly to whatever direction you want, except down. You can't buffer the down spark as you're running. Otherwise, if you're doing the spin jump, you can insta spark by pressing direction and shoot jump at the same time. There are other ways to buffer an instant shine spark, but those are the most common, I think. I think you can press the direction first and then AB or wait, well, YB at the same time. But yeah, you do have to press them pretty quick. Oh, we don't have the slot machine up. Hold. I'll turn it on after this run, Art. Sorry. You got scammed. You got scammed, Art. Sorry. Oh no, I didn't do this correctly. Alright, this don't worry, chat. We're just doing a little dance here. This is normal. This is part of the run. We have to do that crab dance and then clip this door. Believe it or not, that is part of the setup. I don't like that. I mean, it's just 1 point, okay? It was just one little point, Art, okay? It's not the end of the world. I can refund you your point if you really want to. I'll have to turn on streamer bot. I forgot about that. Maybe I can actually sneak in a streamer bot while the load happens. Hold. Oh no, I was missing out on YouTube messages. Sorry. I got some YouTube chat to reply to. Hold on a sec, folks. I'll be right there with you. But we gotta get this run underway. Torture mock. I shouldn't need to pause buffer the direction there. I just do for safety. Sometimes I aim slightly up or down and hitting grapple the wrong way could do so much snapback in a single input. That's an instant spark. Oh my god, that was too close. Nice. Big fight. All right, so is the slot machine working now? It's not working. Why? Why is it not working? It's not connected to Twitch, but why? Why is it not connected to Twitch, bro? Stupid streamer bot. What is wrong with you, stupid streamer bot? I might have to check streamer bot after this run. Damn, it's supposed to be playing the slot machine minigame on screen, but for some reason, oh, I didn't even get the power bombs. Game. Oh, thank you. Okay, man, it's RNG. All right, chat. I'll promise I fix streamer bot after this run. I might have to change the directory there somewhere because I changed the folder where streamer bot is in. I might have to change something else. That may be why it's not connecting to Twitch. Alright, give me first try RBX. Not gonna happen, chat, but we'll hope. Arkandy uses hope. No. No, I've never seen a first try on Switch 2, chat. This game is rigged. Ooh. Huh? What? What? That's a bit of a weird death. The game really doesn't expect you to clip the floor and go down there. You're not really supposed. No, I'll set up the backup file after RBX. I'll set it up at Atom during the escape. Which is kind of a shame because it's just at the very end of the run, but I need to have RBX done so that I can skip it if it takes too long to get the kill. Because this is pure RNG here. Whether or not I finish this fight is pure RNG. No, it's not pure RNG, but it effectively feels like RNG. There are two conditions to finish this fight. You have to deal a certain amount of damage, which I probably already have, and you have to hit this guy at one specific frame. Because this game runs at nearly 60 frames per second, the chances that I'll get that... I don't know, I don't even know the chance that I get that. I can upkeep a 15 Hz mash easily with double thumb mashing. So that's maybe a 25% chance or so that I'll get it. This is trivial to do with Hyper Beam in the intended way, but with regular beams, yeah, not so easy anymore. Third try, here we go. Yo, what's up, Heinz? Welcome back. This is officially known. No, I don't think it's exactly RNG, but it kind of feels... Oh my god, my throat. It kind of feels like RNG. Effectively RNG, yeah. So again, the first condition is you have to deal a certain amount of damage. You'll often... So if you watch NMG or any non-glitch categories, you'll often see runners do some damage early on, and then stop shooting, and then they wait for RBX to be near the end of the movement to fire some last shots, or just let RBX move all the way and then start shooting kind of late. But that's easy to do with Hyper Beam. So you have to do a certain amount of damage and then hit at a specific frame, yeah, near the end of the encounter. It's like when RBX goes all the way up to the top, like towering over Samus. Somewhere in there, there's the frame you want. the frame where you need to connect one shot. So like it's just not very likely. Nope, that's 4 tries and I didn't get it. I think I'm gonna, if I don't get this in like 6 tries or something in the actual run, I'll probably just go for the backup file. Because each retry is like a minute. This checkpoint is not very nice, not very generous. Yeah, it is really stupid. This was actually not as bad on Switch 1 because the fight's very laggy. So it's actually easier to get that frame due to lag. But because the game runs faster on Switch 2, it also becomes that much harder to get that specific last hit frame. Yeah, this is hard for that reason. Because like, yeah, whatever you do, like how are you gonna fire on that specific frame? Like how do you know where you press on that specific frame? Like, you know. No, oh my god, not even 5th try. This is annoying. And that is what makes any % unrestricted disgusting to run. Imagine this: you've spent a good chunk of time resetting Artari to get past Emmy bump. You've reset even more, hoping to get first try Emmy warp, and then you get to the end of the run. Imagine world record pace going in. RBX doesn't give you until 5th try, and you're not even world record pace anymore. You're just like poker face suffering. Like you're beyond suffering at that point. It's just like first try failed is the denial. Is like, okay, I'm not gonna get world record. Okay, 2nd try, I'm not gonna get a PB. 3rd try, okay, well shoot. 5th try. Yeah, I already gave up mentally. 6th try. Holy crap. So if I win for 6 tries, this would be my last try before I use the backup file. Oh my lord. And we're through. Huh? Just, oh, we got the wrong skew. Nothing I can do about that, but try again. Okay, that's it. Fun fact. While you're in the escape, you are immune to enemies and you one-shot them, even if you don't have the Metroid suit. That's why the enemies like going to attack Samus and it just perished. It just perished. Yes. Fun fact. You see how in the map this part here is, you know, whole? There's no gap in here. And that's because we got power bombs and we didn't come back to break this bridge. So technically the game still sees this as being whole, untouched, in mint condition. So the thing is, if I had killed RBX on my first try and not reloaded to saves to checkpoints at any point, going through here the first time, if I actually touch these blocks, I would die. Because in the escape, the bridge is supposed to be broken, and it looks broken. But if these blocks weren't broken, I could die. But the thing is, if you shine Spark at just the right spot, you'll actually skip 2 tiles, and you'll be just fine. But because I got RBX 6th try, it would be safe to go there. The game has this tendency to keep stuff in memory from rooms that you've been to before. But it sort of unloads that cache when you reset the checkpoint, which, well, we've done multiple times to go back to RBX. Wait, we gotta do that cool shine spark to finish. Hold. Boom. Wait, I pressed the thing, but it didn't stop. It was a 40. Oh no, it stopped. I was just looking at the stream, not OBS. Anyway. Fun fact, dying is usually slow in my head. Yes. How do I get like emoji in front of your name? I think you have, I'm not sure if you can do that on Twitch. If you mean like Tyrannosaur, it's a badge. I think you have to click somewhere in your chat settings. I'm not sure how it goes. I think you have to click somewhere in your chat settings on Twitch and select a badge. You may or may not have badges. You can get badges in a number of ways, but I'm not sure how it works. Sometimes they're like game campaigns, stuff like when Pokemon ZA came out, they had a Twitch campaign where if you watched the streamer play a number of hours of Pokemon ZA, you would get these Pokemon badges that you could put next to your name. There are many other badges. You could also have a sub badge if you sub to my channel, of course. I have just doing the little plug here. But there are other badges that you can wear on any channel, which I think that GLHF Pledge is one of those. But I don't know how you get that badge specifically. I don't know much about the badges anyway. 45:05. That's very close to the estimate. That's the estimate for my run is gonna be 47 minutes. I got second try Emmy Warp and I got 6th try RBX. That is pretty tight. I might have to use the backup save earlier if I have a bad Emmy Warp. No, wait, I forgot to save! Chat, I forgot to save at Adam! This was supposed to be the backup file, I forgot to save. Oh no. Looks like I'm gonna have to do another run, chat. So I can get that save proper. Oh my god. But before I do that, I've promised some people that I would fix StreamerBot and get that slot machine thing working. So I'm gonna do that. And I don't know why this thing isn't working. Oh, StreamerBot. What are you doing, StreamerBot? Why aren't you working, StreamerBot? It looks like I was muted for a little while, chat. Shoot. I was talking, now I don't know what I said on stream and what I didn't. Damn it. But I was greeting the people on YouTube. I was greeting Mizu Mairirin, who I missed the messages earlier. Oh man, oh man. Okay, hold on chat. I'm trying to fix streamer bot. I had to do an update to the streamer bot. It is finding some issues with my Twitch account, so I guess I'll have to try again. Okay, partially connected. We are successfully connected to OBS. Sure. And now we're properly connected to Twitch, so slot machine, I'm gonna try it. It should be working. No, it's not working. Wow. Why is it not working? It should be working now. Hello? Well, I have no excuse for that, chat. I don't understand. It should be working. Why is it not working? Bro. Okay, hold on. Hold. Okay, let me see if this thing, if I can play like a random one just to see if it's working. Test trigger. I hear the sound, but the thing isn't playing out. What is going on with this? I hear the sounds, but it's not actually doing anything. Oh my god. Something, chat, something broke with StreamerBot. I don't know what, but something broke. It's just not doing what it's supposed to do. I don't understand. Oh, is it? Wait. Oh, I know. It was... For some reason, I must have dragged the StreamerBot OBS scene off screen. So it might actually work properly this time. Oh, there we go. It's working, chat. You can gamble your hearts away now. Perfect. Okay, it's fixed. Let's go ahead and run. Run number 3. Let's go. Alright, chat. You win if you get the same number 3 times. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, and so on. You lose if you don't get the same number 3 times. Yep. That's it. The reason why this costs 1 coin is that you don't actually get anything out of it. Just fun. Just fun. Hopefully. Alright, lost skew there. Do need to turn around in midair. What if I win? Well, if you win, you'll know it. It will say that you won, but that's it. In all our hearts, you'll be the winner. It's a scam, just like real gambling. Yes. But at least it only costs 1 coin, right? You know, a fun fact about this thing, in a previous iteration of this slot machine thing, something would happen in OBS that caused OBS to crash, and it would cause my stream to crash too. But I haven't seen any crashes in a long time, so I think whatever issues OBS or StreamerBot had should be fixed. Oh, I didn't get it. No. This is also one part of the run that I'm a little worried about because I have to parry. I'm gonna have to do that parry. There's no guarantee that I'll get it, but I kind of need to get it. No, and I need to do the setup correctly. Okay. We're through. Haven't won yet, Art. 938. Nope. So addicted. Careful. In this stream, we do not support gambling. Guaranteed, chat. No gambling on this stream allowed. We ain't doing that. Not on this house. What's up, Mizu? This only works on Twitch, though. With the redeems on Twitch. But I could try to think of a way to make it work on YouTube. Huh. You know, you raise a valid point. Dang, this fight took too long. Maybe I could make it playable. You won, let's go. Did you? I missed it. Well, congratulations, Art, you won. There may not be any physical prize for you, but congratulations. I think you're only one of 2 people to have ever won the slot machine grind. Congratulations. Alright, this time I should not forget. Who's the other one? Hamster. Hamster also took the grind. I must not forget to actually save at Adam in the escape. Because that was the whole reason I was doing this. I'm a true winner. Oh yeah.
Uploading data.
And it only costs like 30-ish points, right? Oh shoot, I was mashing the wrong button, dang it. I was mashing the shoot button, but it was supposed to be A to skip text. Feels bad, man. No, chat. I forgot it again. I forgot to go see my splits from PB. No. Why did I stop mashing a few shots away from getting it? Oh no. Yep. I knew I was gonna forget. Every single time. Okay, I wasn't mashing well. I was mashing at Z DPS. Oh well. So we had a pretty nice pace in the previous run. I think we're 1 minute behind. Please make a tutorial how to mash. I can do it. I think if the Metroid Dread speed game ever gets revived and a lot of people come back to it, I might consider doing tutorials for this. But as it stands, my tutorials have very few views that it's barely even worth making those videos anymore. Which is a shame. There's a lot of things I could make for tutorials, but... Seems that we're at an all-time low of running. I watch them for God's sake. I mean, I know you and a lot of people do watch them, but... There's not much I can do if the new tutorials just get very few views. There is one video that I have where I talked about braking, where I roughly showcase how I do it. I talk about turbo 20 Hz. Yo, Valsa, what's up, Valsa? See if you can get a win here. Good luck. Ah, that was close. 6-2-6. Okay, that was a good bit of movement. 5:05. The game is just teasing you right now. Oh my goodness. $131. This game. It's working. I need to come up with more of these silly mini games. Okay, that took a little longer than I would have liked, but it is very fine. Let's see if we can get that nice D-boost. Actually, Twitch thing? No, it's something that I made. No! That should have worked! No! Oh my god. I think sometimes Samus's feet just touch the slope. No, no! What is that, dude? No! Samus feet just touch the slope first, so I don't actually grab the Magnum. Why? Oh no, this is a disaster. Well, I'm sure there's a more elegant way to make these mini games. I actually just have a bunch of OBS things just shuffling around. OBS widgets, but it's made with a C# function, I guess. Yeah. It's not hard to make, but there's probably a more elegant way to do this kind of mini game. Please not a first try. Okay, good. I don't want first tries while I'm doing these practice runs. So not first try. Let's see what we get. This one's gonna take a little bit more work to get the Emmy to go to the door. 5-5-5. Art wins again. Alright, not second try. Not second try. 1-1-2. Oof. $404. I swear the number generation is completely random. You guys are getting some double digits. A lot. That hurts. Third try? Not third try. Nope. I'm probably gonna age a few years doing this run live in the showcase next week because RNG. Not fourth try either. So this is what I want to see here though. We've had 2 runs where I got good RNG. Well, 1 run where I had good RNG and a second run where RBX had terrible RNG. We're going for a 5th try at Emmy Warp, which is kind of bad. I would probably limit myself to 6 attempts at this. So 5th try and 6th try. Not 5th try either. Oh. Wow, not 6 tries. So at this point in a live run, I would probably just go back to menu and use the backup file because this is a lot of time lost to attempts and RNG. Seventh attempt, here we go. Finally. Seventh try Emmy Warp. Yikes. That would be really pushing it for the live showcase. But this is good. I need to test this. This is actually good. The reason why I'm doing practice is to see how I fare under the estimate. Not at all. Never played it, Ashley. Is this your first time here then? Maybe you came in with the raid, which is all good. Supporting my fellow Portuguese runners. Hey, let's go. Bora Portugal. Almost 3k channel points. I'm sorry for this disrespect. I try my best to remember names, but it's rough. A lot of people, a lot of names come by the stream. You know, incidentally, the showcase I'm going to do next week is actually for Portuguese and Spanish runners. So they actually picked me because I'm a Portuguese runner. Now that's fair. We take lurkers all the same. Lurkers are very welcome. You always know my name. I mean, you show up a lot. I tend to remember those who names of people who participate in chat a lot. You always just come in chat, so I remember you more, I guess. Nope. Oh my god, she didn't want one more. If that was weird. No. A true fan. A true fan indeed. Alright, now we're gonna do this silly climb. Yo, just for comparison, we just had 7th try Ami Warp. I think I got Varysuit before the 16 minutes last run. Now we're almost 4 minutes behind. Almost 5 minutes, rather. That's how much of a difference it makes getting a good Ami Warp versus a bad Ami Warp. Oh, I forgot to skip the cutscene. Yep. So we are something like 4.5 minutes behind, which checks out, more or less. Oh. I did a little mess up there. Alright. Do you also play speedrun different games except for Metroid games? I mean, I don't specifically chose to run only Metroid games. My first speed game was Metroid Dread. I have learned other speed games and they happen to also be Metroid games. but I wouldn't say that I won't run other games yet. I mean, it depends. I started running Dread because the game just clicked for me. It was really enjoyable to play. There was a lot of tech to uncover. Lots of things to try and learn. It's just a pretty smooth game. And whether or not I run other games in the future kind of depends on that. If the game clicks, if it just feels good to play, if I, you know... that's the most important thing for me. Will I enjoy it enough that I want to spend hundreds of hours on that game alone? It's a pretty big ask for most games. That said, I have learned the route for Prime Remastered. I've learned the route for Super Metroid, KPDR any percent. I actually have a sub-hour run in that category, which is a pretty nice milestone for a beginner. If I do say so myself. Oh, no missiles at the end of phase 1. That's really bad. Okay, parry is just what I needed. Wow, that fight wasn't even as bad as it could have been. Because I finished phase 1 with no missiles and actually started off phase 2 with a parry, which gave me missiles back. That was just what I needed. Wow. The movement in this game and the controls. Why do you need more in life if you have these two things, right? This game just controls really nicely. It reminds me of playing Celeste, for example. Celeste is a platformer game that has incredible controls too, and it's very fun to play. I only did one playthrough of that game, but it also has that, you know, that feels good man with the controls. So a game like that, I could see myself at least learning to speedrun. But a lot of the newer games that I played just didn't quite have that feel, I guess. To be fair, Prime 4 actually does feel nice to control Samus. It's just that the very limited sequence breaking and the bike and the crystals, I can't, man. I just can't. I thought I saw a very weird spin animation for a moment, but... Man, I got something in my eye, and I just can't get a second to scratch my eye a little bit. Alright, here we go. I got last sub 230 in that. Any good? Critical practice in crate. So you got a 230 in crate? I mean, if you compare that with top tier times, it's still a lot of room for improvement. But if you're not going for top tier times, if you're just learning the fight, then it's whatever. I say keep learning it and keep practicing, and you'll have plenty of time to save. I don't know what are average times for people at different skill levels. I know that the best time set crate is something like a 26 or 25 second boss skill, which is insane. I think my best is maybe a 27 or something like that. I am admittedly not the best at boss fights. But I mean, if you're learning, the time you get doesn't matter too much. What matters is how far you want to take it down. That's what matters. I can tell you as much from running Super Metroid. Like, I'm just a beginner in Super Metroid, right? The specific times that I get in my run, they don't mean anything. People have, like, the runs of top level players are like almost 20 minutes faster than my run. So like, it doesn't really matter. What matters is, it matters to me if I save time, if I get a lower PB. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm really a beginner. The times I get just don't really matter. So it's the same thing here. What matters is how much you want to push down the times, and the practice that you put in. Oh, I messed up. Inputs here. Alright. Is RNG with crate important? Yeah, it kinda is. It kinda is. Getting nails in phase 1 is good. Getting spit is bad. Because it's hard. You can't really guarantee that you'll land all the hits. Getting spit makes it much harder to finish phase 1 fast. And then in phase 2, good RNG is whatever lets you deal damage, most damage uninterrupted, pretty much. If for some reason you come out of phase 1 with very few missiles, you want to start with an attack that gives you missiles. Usually the worst thing in crate RNG is when you get the... So there are 3 attack patterns, or 4. 1 is the parry, 2 is nails, the other is... oh, I guess that's 3. The other is when crate like starts raging about, opening his mouth, raging about, and then gives you a slap at the end of it. Good RNG is getting that pattern when you have a lot of missiles. Bad RNG is getting that pattern when you don't have missiles, because it doesn't give you any drops. Whereas nails and parry do give you drops. Okay, what is going on here? Oh my lord. That took too long. So, last run, we had Screw Attack at just sub 30. Now we're going to Daron to get Speed Booster at more or less that same time. We are almost 5 minutes behind. That is crazy. Oh, that melee. Real weird. Alright, Yemi done. I need to go. Will you stream tomorrow or end today a little more? I'm actually going to stop stream after this run. As for tomorrow, I'm not sure yet. Make sure to follow the stream so you can know if I'm going live. But no, I'm not sure if I'll stream tomorrow. Did you revive your Discord server yet? No, I have not. I have not done that yet. I probably won't do it for a while because I'm not being particularly active on YouTube either or streams, so there's no point in making that yet. Alright, see you, Art. Thank you for hanging out here. Have a good one. Congrats on winning the lottery twice. That's crazy, dude. So 32 minutes in, we are about to get grapple beam. Take a look at the game. Nah, don't gamble. As I said, we're not getting much out of it. Only honor. Yep. Only honor. Honor points. Cap. Unlucky. I actually need to kill that blight before I come down. Otherwise, it's gonna get in the way of my flash shift. I don't know if I can flash shift back or it's on cooldown already. No, okay, got it. Oh no. I messed up. Okay. So we got screw attack 4.5 minutes later compared to that other run. More or less. That's probably going to leave me very little time to retry RBX. Very little time. We'll see. Okay, we still got skew, so that's good. It's very possible that I'll lose skew doing some of these jumps. Kinda at random. But we try not to. I just realized I've been muted for a long while. I don't know when I muted, but holy crap. Well, this is pretty bad. I would have gone to the backup save if this were the live showcase like 2 kills ago. Man, that's like 6 tries and I can't get RBX to cooperate. So 7th try Emmy Warp, 6 attempts at RBX, nothing. "47 minutes, so we are going over the estimate on this run. Wow, 7th attempt and I still didn't get it. This is insane. Even if it's just 1 frame kind of deal, I'm pretty sure I'm mashing at least like 15 hertz consistently. I still haven't had it in 7 attempts. Oh my, how do I not have power bombs? I thought I saw 2/2? Oh no. This is pretty bad. I'm already 2 minutes over the estimate. This is why I need to make backup saves. Wow, that only worked on the 8th try. That's insane. That is insane. This is why I do not actively run any percent unrestricted. I don't want to sacrifice a good early game pace to those odds. Ever. Didn't get the correct skew. Correct direction, but do I have the skew? This one. Oh! I need to avoid that in the actual run too. Resetting the checkpoint in escape is going to cost a lot of time. Okay, good. Alright, I can't unskew out of that, so wrong skew. No power bombs, so I can clear this in one go. Tragic. Okay. That's the end of the run. $51.45. That is almost 5 minutes over the estimate. That's really, really bad. That's 7 tries Emi Warp, 8 tries RBX. If I got that in the live run, I would be really sad. This is really bad. But there's really nothing I can do about it. It is pure luck for this. I would have expected to see RBX cooperate a little more easily, because I'm pretty sure I can mash at least 15 hertz consistently for this thing. So that means if the game's running at 60 FPS, I should be able to get something like a 25% chance of getting RBX to work. But I got second try, 7 and 8 tries in my 3 runs. Not good. Not good. Alright chat, that's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna stop here. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. I might do another practice session tomorrow. We'll see. If you'd like to watch that and catch me live, maybe follow the stream. To be sure. Oh, here's the problem, chat. I was so far behind, I actually forgot to save, so I'm gonna have to do another run through to save at Adam. Jesus, man. I keep forgetting to save for the backup. Holy crap. I still have a week to do that. It'll be fine. Maybe if I do a non-timed run off stream, it'll be fine. Anyway, chat, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you again to Annie for the raid. I appreciate that very much. I hope you guys enjoyed watching some Metroid Dread speedrun arenas. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow and surely next time. Alright, have a good one, everyone. Bye-bye.